sorry, I didn't see you were recording me. Let me just take a sip. Ah, salty milk. It's the best. Today we're going to talk about some food, and I'm going to list my 5 favorite Turkish foods. Let's start with number 1, ciğer kebab. Oh, anything better? Fire roasted lamb, fatty, salty, wrapped in lavash bread. I can eat it every single day of the week, for breakfast, lunch, and twice for dinner. Going from the salty to the sweet, let's talk about baklava. Is it Greek or is it Turkish? That I would leave up to you to decide. But there's no denying that it is a stunning dessert. Whoever created it is a genius and should be memorialized with a statue. After sweet, let's go back to a little bit of salty richness. Manto. Another question comes up. Did the Turks steal it from the Italians, or did the Italians steal it from the Turks? But yet again, no doubt, absolutely stunning. The combination of yogurt with garlicky butter sauce. Oh, a match made in heaven. A meal that I could have every day with ciğer kebab. Then, a little bit closer to home, we have mangal, or as in South Africa we would call it braai. Firstly, I was very interested to taste Turkish lamb. As South Africans, we are very proud of our lamb, but Turkish lamb did not disappoint. Possibly, and I cannot believe I'm going to say it, better than South African lamb. Possibly the best I've ever had in my life. Mangal, as we all know it as barbecue internationally, has been perfected by a lot of countries. For example, South Africa, the US, Australia, very big barbecue fans, but I do think Turkish people do take the lead on the best. Then, lahmacun. If I said that correctly, I am not sure. What a convenient way of eating a pizza. Not wasting time with it like the Italians, going slice for slice. Just rolling that whole thing up and shoving it down. What an amazing, convenient experience and time saving. Not as time consuming as eating an Italian pizza. Yet again, I'm not sure where the idea came from, Italian or Turkish. Then let's go to a little bit more serious topic. As I mentioned, baklava, my favorite dessert in the entire world. I am blown away and surprised that the country that created something like baklava could also come up with goulash. Who thought of goulash, people? I don't want to offend Turkish people, but most likely the most boring dessert I have ever had in my life. Don't get angry with me. Palates from around the world are different, and I understand the history of goulash and why it is a little bit bland. Sarma. That is a delicacy that I cannot even start describing. I grew up knowing it as dolmades, yet again another Greek dish. But spending time in Turkey now, I can see without a doubt authentic Turkish. Who would have thought wrapping rice in vine leaves, grape leaves, would be such an amazing combination? Sarma and dolma, if I'm not mistaken. Dolma is the dried eggplants, also stuffed with rice. Amazing and convenient. The Turkish food history is really so vast that I cannot start covering all of the dishes. But let's touch kebabs. Adana, Urfa, and then possibly the best known one out of all of them, doner kebab. Doner kebab, possibly a favorite of the little bit late night, and we're talking about late night. Kokoreç, oh, possibly the weirdest looking dish in Turkey, and as a tourist, not knowing what it is, I tried it, and after trying, realizing this is not meat. I was shocked. Turkish people laughed at me in the beginning, asking what do I think, and then told me that was actually the intestines of a lamb. At every single chance I had, I ate kokoreç, but a little bit of warning. Never, ever, no matter what, ever eat kokoreç for breakfast. It is the worst decision you can ever make. A little bit too fatty for breakfast. On things you should never do in Turkey is when you join your Turkish friends for meyhane and having meze. By the way, Turkish meze is incredible. One of the standout dishes was the warm hummus with sucuk. What a creation as well. Love sucuk. A spicy sausage, slightly fermented, so it has a little bit of a, what you'll say, tang to it. The combination of warm hummus and sucuk with the sucuk oil on top, amazing. Let's touch on raka for a second. Close to Turkish people's hearts. Very strong in aniseed, very good. It feels medicinal and healthy, but never with your Turkish friends. Mix shalgam, which is another traditional Turkish dish, of fermented black carrots and turnips, also a little bit spicy, with your raka. You would be asked to immediately leave the table at the meyhane and go sit somewhere else. Let's start comparing some Turkish dishes with South African dishes. Moussaka, lovely. Love the combination of the vegetables with the meat in the moussaka dishes. Now, to South Africans watching this video, I'm very sorry. Our closest thing to moussaka is called bobotie. Oh, and as a South African, I hate it. I hate it. Family gatherings, people get upset with me. Bobotie is served meat with like a savory, salty custard on top, usually with the yellow rice. I would not recommend this dish to anyone. Now, if we move back to meat, I am a meat eater, so sucuk, being the Turkish version of a very famous breakfast sausage. And South Africa, I'm sorry guys, South Africa beats you here. In South Africa, we've got a sausage called boerewors, which translates in English to farmer's sausage. Usually a mixture of beef and lamb, a lot of spices, with the main spice being coriander seeds. Also cooked on the mangal or over charcoal or a fire. Usually enjoyed by itself or in a hot dog roll, which we will then call a boerie roll or boerewors roll with caramelized onions on top. South Africa, guys, you did great with this one. What an invention. When it comes to snacks, Turkish people love their sunflower seeds. Unfortunately, we do not share the same culture in South Africa. But what we do have is biltong, droewors, and chili bites, which are all salted and dried meats that air dries and is enjoyed by nearly everyone in the country. I wish I could bring biltong to Turkey. I'm sure all of you would love it. Now, I've been fortunate enough to have traveled to quite a lot of countries. And if I have to start comparing to countries of which is my favorite foods, I'll be honest, Turkey is possibly tied at #1 with Italy. Being half Italian, I take pride in my heritage, but they don't do all of the dishes as good as you. L'Imagine, for example, I'm not a fan of pizza. L'Imagine, you guys take it. But the history of the Mediterranean food, you can clearly see from Greece, Italy, Spain, all the way to Turkey. You can see the influences and how people have changed these dishes. But my most adventurous eating experience would possibly be in Cambodia, where I tried everything from snake, rat, insects, water beetles, scorpions, and tarantulas. I would not recommend the tarantulas, but surprisingly, crickets are delicious and just taste like peanuts. And then, of course, I love the salty milk in Turkey. Oh, ayran, sorry. Please like, subscribe, and comment below Turkish dishes you would like me to try for the next video. I'm still a little bit new in Turkey, so I am sure I have not even touched the tip of the iceberg. I'm looking forward to hear from you. Have a great day.